WMC Memphis, WMFS HD2 Bartlett, Memphis. Part of the Memphis Sports Network with 92.9 FM ESPN. ESPN 790 AM.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me. Where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time. Take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning. Welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. Greg Ratliff is our show producer. Couldn't do it without him. He takes care of everything, puts everything together. And, of course, I don't do this alone up here because I've got my cohorts.
Well, you have a youngster in the studio.
Why do we keep going back to this age bit?
Well, I mean, I didn't start this.
And we're not talking
I didn't
football
start this,
either,
no.
okay?
No, I didn't start
Have
this.
you seen the gray beard on this guy? Okay,
Yeah, well,
I've known him when he
my
was
barber worked hard on that.
But
I've known him
but
since he was a kid.
Yeah, and he's still a kid.
Yeah, well, we're
Compared to
not
us, he's still a kid.
Well, we're having a little controversy here between Ron Wong, the ancient Wong, and the young pup, Bill
Yes,
Cooksey
sir.
here. Yeah, yes, sir.
Just
He
a
likes-
kid.
Just a kid. Hey, we got she's not a kid, but she's a young person, and she is doing something I know that she loves to do. Back in July, she was hired to be the director of the Scholastic Pistol Program in Tennessee for the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Foundation. And I'm going to say something about Lacy Lane here. Ammoland.com says, and they said, Lacy Lane of McKenzie, Tennessee just might be the most important woman in youth pistol shooting sports today. Now, Lacy, that's some big talk. That's some big words, right?
That's strong.
That's strong, Lacy.
Well, that kind of blew me away, too.
But, I mean, you're doing something you love, right?
Absolutely.
And
it's not like getting up and going into the office every day. It's something different and something I love to do.
And well, tell our listeners a little bit about your background and how you got to be the head of the Scholastic Pistol Program for the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Foundation.
Okay, well, I grew up shooting in the SCTP program when I was about 11 years old.
11.
And
you're
went
20.
to college
You're
on
24.
a full ride.
You're 24 now. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh, you've aged. Okay, you're aged. All right.
I've aged,
All right.
yeah.
So you went to McKenzie High School.
I went to McKenzie High School, and I shot for them, and then I went to college, went to Bethel University, and shot for them on a full ride scholarship. And I competed in the Scholastic Pistol Program for the first 2 years that it was around.
Uh-huh.
And then I graduated, and the foundation took over the program, and they wanted me to run it from there.
It's pretty amazing. Now, you went to Sparta this past summer, right?
Yes, sir.
And you took how many Scholastic pistol shooters did you take up there?
We had about 35 from McKenzie, but we had 107, I want to say, from the state of Tennessee.
Wow. Well, you
So
actually
it was over half of the shooters was from the state of Tennessee.
It's pretty amazing. Wow. Yeah, and when I looked at this thing and I saw some of the stuff that you had done up there, you had a presence. So why is this so exploding like this, so to speak, Lacy? Why is it there's so many from Tennessee?
I think it's just like when we started the SCTP program in Tennessee, the kids just loved it, and it's grown to be, one of the biggest sports in Tennessee. And I think the pistol and rifle is just going to do the same. I think, kids growing up and being around shooting sports, and it also gets them, into hunting. The Tennessee Wildlife Resources Federation have created a youth hunting program through the Scholastic Clay Target program that gets youth back in the outdoors, and it's some of the kids' first time, to ever be in a hunting situation. So it's really neat to watch these kids grow up and shoot and eventually take it in the outdoors and go hunting with it.
All right, today you're going to be up at the Carroll County shooting. What do they call that? The Carroll County.
We're at the Carroll County Shooting Sports Park in Huntington, Tennessee,
and which is a nice facility.
It is very nice, and we'll start shooting here about 9:00 this morning.
And you'll have kids. What age? What are we talking about age-wise? From
age 12 to a full-time college student.
Wow. Okay. And somebody told me that over in Gallatin, Beretta is building the complex. Is that right?
Beretta is coming to Tennessee, so we already have Beretta on board, and Beretta's been a big help to the pistol program through the Beretta 22 Neos. They're one of our main sponsors for Tennessee, so we hope to work with them as soon as they get to Gallatin.
Well, and they're coming to Gallatin. They're going to build the Beretta USA's new campus and manufacturing facility right in Gallatin, Tennessee, over in Middle Tennessee. And, wow, if that doesn't show you that somebody's putting some money where their mouth is, and
That's right.
and Beretta is coming in to do that. And listen to this, folks. When I was looking up some of this information, when they went to Sparta this past year, that they shot 872,500 targets. Those kids up there.
Wow,
in Sparta.
That's a bunch.
That's a lot. Lots of targets. That's a lot. That's a lot of shooting.
That's hard to get your arms around.
Yeah, that's hard to get your arms around. And pistol. Let's talk about the pistol aspect of this. Well, what are we shooting? What?
They're shooting steel targets.
Okay.
You have round plate targets and you have square plate targets, and they're all set at different angles and different depths from you, but nothing moving.
Nothing moving, and
it's all time event.
And so, how many targets will the kids shoot today? Saturday, say today.
There's 4 bays, and at each bay there are 5 targets.
Okay, all right. And
so
this
they'll shoot about 100 and something rounds today each.
I know that from the female aspect of this, who's your female shooting hero that you look to?
Well, I grew up a clay target shooter, so I really look towards Kim Rohde.
There you go.
And Caitlin Connor from Louisiana. She was my roommate at JODC. So
really?
It's pretty neat to watch one of your friends go to the Olympic and win a gold medal, and pretty neat.
What about you? Are your career as a competitive shooter? Are you still active?
I shoot every once in a while, but with all this youth program going like it is, I don't get much time to.
Don't get a lot of time at all. So what do you say to these kids that want to do this, Lacy? I mean, you're a young lady and you're involved in this.
I would encourage them to come out this weekend and watch the shoot here in a few hours and get a taste of it. And if they want to do it, come talk to me and we'll get them going.
And I know we have a great facility here in Memphis with the Memphis Sports Shooting Association range out here.
Absolutely.
We have a lot of kids that are involved in this, and this is an aspect that maybe, we see the shotgunners when you mentioned Kim Rohde. We had Randy Rogers on this show last week talking about pistol shooting. We've had Jessie Duff on this show.
I know Jessie.
Yeah.
She's a great shooter.
She is a great shooter right on Horn Lake, Mississippi here with her husband Matt and doing this. But it doesn't take a whole lot to start, but you got to have a will and you got to have the competitive desire, don't you?
That's right. You got to have that drive.
And so if can they go to the website for the Tennessee Wildlife Foundation, Resources Foundation? Is there a link that kids can go and look up and say, I'd like to maybe get involved in this?
There is, but if they'll go to the ISSF online.
Yes.
They can go to the national website, and it gives you information on the Scholastic pistol and rifle programs. And if they want to get in touch with me at the state level, my email address is llane@twrf.net, and I'll be glad to answer any questions that they have.
And we'll have all this posted on lroutdoors.com. But what does it look like for? I know you guys took this year. What do you see for next year? I mean, are we the numbers going to continue to grow, Lacy?
If our predictions are correct, our numbers will triple between now and next year.
Wow.
Triple.
Just because we're adding the rifle program, and then the pistol program should double.
Wow. Okay. And I know you folks, they can always use some help, right?
That's right.
Financial help is always appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to sponsor some of these kids or anything, look them up. Lacy, thank you. Have a great
you for
day.
having me.
Have a great day, and we'll talk to you down the road, okay?
All right. Sounds good.
Thanks. All right. Lacy Lane of McKenzie, Tennessee.
Well, I'm glad you threw out the financial help,
Yes.
because one thing I've learned as we've started a shooting team at my son's school, this falls on the individuals.
It does do that.
And you start telling parents what it's going to cost, and some kids who really would love to be involved, their parents just aren't able to quite swing it.
That's right.
And they'll say, man, $1,200, I could go $6. Well, we can't get there with that.
Yes.
And so you're out looking for donations, that sort of thing, and people who are willing to help support getting these kids out. It's a welcome thing.
And it's all about the kids too, and getting them involved. They may have an interest, and if it's a financial problem, it's really tough to see them get cut out of something
That's
that
right.
they might like to do.
And they're trying to work with a lot of different kids, whether wealthy and non-wealthy.
Yes.
That's why we want to get kids involved and off the street and be able to do this. Again, great thing. Lacy Lane, she's 25 years old, and she is, I know she could have devoted herself to a personal career, but because she's that good. When you room with someone who won a gold medal, you're a pretty good player. Hearing that. All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Come back, and we're going down to the Pointy Head place down on the river, hopefully, and find out what's going on. There's so much going on.
Lots going on.
Lots going on. So we're going to talk Bass Pro in just a minute on Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790.
Can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry.